Hello everybody. This is Michelle Litwiller. It is Wednesday, November 6th, and I'm here for your weekly Facebook Live. I am just trying to find this on my phone real quick. All right, there, I got it. So I can see your comments. Okay, let me turn down my volume. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining tonight. All right, I see some people hopping on. Tonight I have a couple projects to share with you, so I am super excited about that. And we are going to be using the new Christmas rose stamp set. Hi, Linda. Hi, Carol. Hi, ladies. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hi, Susan. Hi, Elizabeth. I am wearing my sweater tonight. It was very chilly today here in Michigan, and it snowed a little bit. It didn't stay, but it definitely snowed. My daughter wore her winter coat to school, and so my home studio is in my basement, so I have a nice warm sweater on tonight. Hi, Anne. So tonight I have a couple awesome projects to share with you, and we're going to be using the suite that is exclusive for November only, this Christmas rose stamp set and bundle. I'm going to be showing you the paper and all that fun stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I have several different things to show you. Cards, a pizza box, and different things. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Louise. Thank you for sharing this so your friends can join us also. Right before we get started, I do want to quickly just say really quick, thank you to all of my friends and my team and my family. Yesterday, if you didn't see it posted, I posted it this morning, but yesterday in Stampin' Up, it was a really big day. It's the day they announce their top achievers for the company. And last year, I ranked 113 in the entire company, and so this past year it was my goal to be in the top 100. It's kind of a big deal to be in the top 100 globally, like worldwide for their whole company. There's about 55,000 demonstrators worldwide, and anyway, they announced it, and yesterday it was like playing the recording, and it came up that I was 31 globally out of all of the demonstrators and 21 in the USA. So I am very grateful, and I was very surprised that I ranked where I was. Actually, when it got to 50 and they hadn't said my name, I started getting really sad, and I thought, oh no, I didn't make it. I didn't make my goal. But then it popped up. So thank you to everyone who comes to my classes and events and follows me and shares my videos and watches me on YouTube and all of that. If you order my online classes, I just appreciate you so much. This is my full-time job, and I help support my family with this. So I really, really appreciate you, and my family does as well. So thank you for that. And also, one quick commercial break before we get started is if you want to join my card club, it's not too late. I have a live version or online. You can go to my website, owlstarstampers.com, and click on Card Club, and you can get in. And all the details and perks are there. It's an awesome club, and you can join. And the cutoff is the 10th, so if you join between now and November 10th, you'll be in for November's club. And this month we're using the Feels Like Frost, that paper and the glitter and all of that fun stuff. So that's kind of like the theme we're going with anyway. So you can join my club by going to my website or messaging me after. All right, Thanks again, and let's get started. We're going to be using the new suite of products for November. I'm going to point you down, and real quickly too, if you want to order these products while I'm getting set up, here is the host code for November. So on Monday I had a card class, and we made this card in the class. Can you see it? And this is using the stamp set and the ribbon and these gold glitter enamel dots. Karen says the class was great, and it was messy. It was inky. Yeah, Karen left with some very inky fingers. So these are some of the products you can get. You can buy these all individually, or you can buy the whole thing at one big bundle. But I love, if it would focus, these dots are really beautiful, and I like the ribbon. It has a shimmer to it. And anyway, we're going to make this card tonight. I'm going to show you how to make it really easy on the Stamparatus, but I have a few other projects we're going to make as well. So the stamp set comes in a case, 2 cases like this. This side is photopolymer, and you can like the photopolymer, the clear. And then this one, which is kind of cool, this is the red rubber stamp that's in here. So there, it comes with a combination of the 2 different types of stamps. And then you can get the coordinating dies. They're called the roses dies. And it has a few labels and these fun little pretty decorative pieces. And then this will cut out the rose, the big rose stamp, but it also cuts out from the designer series paper. And here is the paper real quick. It is a specialty pack. So here's, do you see it has the gold in there? So that die will cut out this rose right here with the 2. It cuts it out perfectly out of the paper if you don't want to stamp it. And then this one, it doesn't cut, but I'm going to show you how I fussy cut it out. It just took me a minute or so, actually probably more like 2 minutes, and you can die cut, hand cut that one out if you want. So here's the paper in the back. This is really pretty with the pine cones and then you get these other pretty patterns. So this rose pattern, I think this would be beautiful for a wedding. And look at the back. It's Mossy Meadow. It has Cherry Cobbler, Poppy Parade, and the gold. And you get 4 sheets of each of them in here. So it's really great if you are a demonstrator. You can use this for class. And here's the Cherry Cobbler in gold. And then the back is this really pretty. So you get 3 patterns and 4 of each. So beautiful pack of paper. It comes 12 by 12. So that's the paper I'm going to be using tonight. And we're gonna get started. I'm gonna start out with some stamping first, and then we'll do a box and some other fun projects. So let me just get this out of the way real quick. So to do this card, you are going to want, if you don't have, the Stamparatus. And this is literally what it looks like when it came home from my class. And some of the ladies had never used it before. And so I positioned it for them. And your Stamparatus comes like this. It has 2 plates. And on the bottom, it holds magnets down here. And mine are covered in washi tape. A lot of people cover them in duct tape. And that's just so they're very strong, and if they hit, they can crack and break. So we don't want that. And it's also easier to get them apart if they go together like that. So then your Stamparatus also comes with a little foam mat, and this is for our photopolymer stamps. Remember, they need a little bit of a cushion, so we're going to put that down. And then I bought our grid paper that coordinates perfectly with it. You can tell this piece is very well loved, and I didn't think to grab another one. So I'm just going to put this down here. And I have a piece of Whisper White that measures 5 inches by 3 3/4. And we're going to put that right up here in this corner. And then we're going to take our magnet and kind of just hold it down in the top and the bottom. And I have the largest die, rose die right here. And this just goes in here like this. And I'm going to ink it up with some soft suede ink. So I think the key to this is just taking your time, cleaning your plate so you don't get ink all over yourself and your paper. And it's really fun. And once you have it positioned, you can make this card multiple times without having to really think about it. So I just inked it up. I close my little hinge. And when I open it, voila, we have a beautiful rose. So before I move on, I have my chamois that I just wet and cleaned. And I'm going to wipe off the ink so I don't accidentally touch myself and get ink all over, because that was something I learned at class on Monday. You don't want to do that. So I just wipe that off really quick. And then what you're going to do next is what I did is I lined up my photopolymer stamps on the rose. And I'm going to actually peel this one off and show you how I did that. So if you've never done this, so here's my rose stamp. So all that I did is I set this down. It's kind of like a puzzle. And mine is stained because it has been used a lot already. So I'm just lining that up without hopefully getting my head in the way. I think it's lined up pretty good. Let's hope. So you just set it down right over where you want it. You close your little hinge, you press down, and then that's, gonna pick it up. Okay, so now it's positioned. But it moved my paper, and I know my paper goes in the corner, so I'm just gonna move that back in the corner. And then, yep, it's all lined up now. So there we go. So sometimes your paper moves, so just make sure it's back in the correct spot before you stamp and it gets off. So we're using Cherry Cobbler tonight, and this is like a distinctive stamp set. So what I've found when I was just playing around with this set is that you need a more drier ink pad, not like one that's super juicy or just re-inked, or it kind of, you can't see the detail. So my ink pad right here, it really does need to be re-inked. So it's going to work great because it will show more of that detail. At least that's what I found. So I'm just pressing down, and then I didn't get a lot of color over here, and that's probably because it should be a little more inked up. So I'm just going to do another layer of ink. Hi, Karen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so I just did another layer just like that. So I'm going to make sure it's up there. I'm going to take my chamois, wipe it off, and then we're going to go to the next thing. So then I just went ahead and I lined up all the little greenery the same way I just showed you how I did the rose. And we're going to be using Mossy Meadow, and we're just going to ink that up. I left these ink pads out in my car overnight because I guess after my class I was just too lazy to bring them in, and then I brought them in tonight and they were really cold and not wanting to ink up very good. So there we have our green. Okay, and next we're going to see all these little berries on here. So I lined those up here. Those were the hardest for me to line up because they were so little, and anyway, they were the most challenging for me. So I'm just going to ink this up and hopefully not shake my camera too bad. And sorry, I need to pull this down so I can see a little bit. I feel like my paper moved. We're just going to go with it. And I didn't get the berries at the top, so I'm just going to close it and press up here. Now, a few people at the class were missing some spots, and it was because they had the magnet over too far. Sometimes the magnet can get in your way, so just move your magnet if you're not getting the enough ink that you need. So, okay, we have this inked up now. And now we're going to do the pine cone. I have the pine cone separately. And I didn't get it out of the bin, so hopefully I can find it really quick. I gotta move these magnets, sorry. Put them back in the right spot. Okay, so the pine cone, we just need some soft suede, and here it is. So I see there's like 3 little pine cones, so I'm just gonna ink it up on my soft suede. I'm gonna stamp it off once, and then just, I can see to position it right on here. And then there's one more over here. And there is our image. And so it has that distinctive look. It's really pretty. I wish it would focus more. So now we're gonna finish up the card. When you go to store your Stamparatus, you always take off one of the hinge so it lays flat. Okay, the next step is I have a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a piece of crumb cake that is just a half a sheet of paper, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And we're just gonna fold this in half. And like this. I'm going to layer this onto here with my adhesive. I already went ahead and I ran through one of those labels, the smaller one, with the Big Shot just in Whisper White. So here's one of the labels that comes in the framelit, in the dies. And then here is what the other one looks like. So I'm actually going to take the words right here, and they say, what do they say? I'm using this one right here. It says, "May this Christmas fill your heart with warmth and love." So this is the sentiment I'm using right now. And I'm going to be using that Golden Glitz, the pigment ink. So this stuff is really pretty. So I'm going to stamp this, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry for a minute while we put our ribbon on. So see how pretty that is. This ink is perfect for this suite of products. It coordinates so well. My ribbon, let me grab that. Here's the ribbon, and then we're going to be needing these glitter enamel dots. And look, this is my one sheet is almost completely gone. I love these dots. They're very pretty. So I'm going to put the ribbon down here around the bottom. And I'm going to do a little fake bow. So I'm going to cut it like this, you know, just a little bit longer on each side. I'm going to flip this over and add some of my adhesive. So the Stamparatus is an awesome stamping tool if you have a hard time lining things up, or say you layering your words, like when you stamp your sentiments, if you don't get them, you don't press hard enough, it's really great to make your cards go by a little bit more simpler anyway, if you have a hard time with that. So I highly recommend it. So that's what the back looks like. Now we're just going to set this down here like this. Then what you can do, because I only attach the sides, this ribbon goes right under here like this. It just slides under there, and you're just going to tie a knot. And then we are going to trim this. These are our old craft and rubber scissors. I love these scissors. Had them for a long time, over 10 years. And then I'm going to take my sentiment here, and I'm going to pop that up with some dimensionals that are in my box. And then the last thing is we will add the little dots. I was reading Colleen's comment. It said, how can you have ink all over that white sweater? I don't have ink all over it, at least not yet. Let's hope I don't get ink on it. Okay, I'm carefully putting that down because I don't know if it's still wet. And then our last thing is our glitter enamel dots. And I'm going to, where did I put these? I don't even see my original card. Here it is. I'm going to just sprinkle a few of these on. And they come in, there's a few different sizes. So I'm going to just put a couple different sizes on here. And then here is our first card. So here's this one and this one. So let me know what you think of this card. Now you could definitely stamp this also and color it in with watercolor pencils, or you could watercolor it or use our blends, or whatever. You could color this image as well. Now I have another project to show you. This one I'm not going to make, but I had done this ahead of time. This is where I had just cut out this from the paper. So it die cuts perfectly. And my card base is just 4 1/4 by 11, scored in half at 5 1/2. And then I have this paper right here. And it is 5 1/4 by 4. The other thing I did on this one is I have a piece of gold foil behind there. It's 3/4 of an inch by 4. And I wrapped the ribbon around there. And then I put this image on, and then can you see there's some gold glitter dots? And I use the same sentiment. And on the thing down here, I added some gold glimmer dots. So this card is actually very similar to the one I just did. I just changed the colors, and instead of stamping it, I used the paper and it's die cut and popped up. So here's another card. I just wanted to show you that I did ahead of time and kind of explain. This card took me less than 5 minutes to create from start to finish. So simple. Okay, next we're gonna make a pizza box. So we have in our holiday catalog, they are called the gold mini pizza boxes, and they come like this. They come, how many in a package? 8. And see, they're kind of blinding. That's what they look like. They're gold, very gold. And to put them together, you just will pop out there's a few little pieces here. And then you just fold along all of these score lines. And what's great about these pizza boxes is they're food safe. Can you see how shiny? There's like a coating. So you can put cookies or food, little treats in here. You can also use them. They're great for gift giving. And they're great for gift card holders or money or any type of little gifts also. So I use these a lot. We have them in white, and then this year they came out with a gold. So I press really hard on the sides so they don't like bow out. So then you just go the front, these two kind of lock in place there, and this goes around, and then it almost like clicks in, and then this just closes, and you have a very fast little gift box. Now we're going to decorate it. So because this paper has gold in it, I thought it would be perfect with this. So we're going to I went ahead and I took a piece of cherry cobbler that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then I cut the paper down to 3 by 3, and I just layered this on like this. So that's already layered, and this is going to go right here on our top. So now it's a little more toned down, but it still has the gold going across there, so it's really pretty. So let's layer that down. And then we're going to take just like that. And then I have this piece right here, and I'm going to pop that up and put that on there with some dimensionals. And then we will add a little bit of ribbon. I'm looking for my trash can and I moved it on the opposite side, you know, when you're so used to something. So I'm going to put this kind of like here. And then I'm going to take that ribbon. Maybe it doesn't need ribbon. I don't know, I kind of like it just like that. I don't know. I was going to put, I'm going to make a bow and see if I want to use it. Karen said that red DSP with the gold lattice is so pretty. Yeah, that for Valentine's Day, yes, I agree. It would be very pretty for Valentine's Day. So I was thinking we could put a little bow on. I don't know if it needs it though. I kind of just like it without the bow, because you can still see the background and the gold and the rose. So I don't know if it really needs the bow or not. What does everybody think? Bow or no bow? I'll see if anyone comments. Maybe just a few of those little glimmer dots. You like it without? Okay, that was the first one I saw. We're not going to use it, but I am going to add a few of these little dots. And then we will be done. So there's a few of the little glimmer dots. Yeah, and you can put a nice little gift. And again, how long did that take? Not long at all. So just a few little dots. Okay, I have another card to make with you. And we are going to be using Mossy Meadow. So this one I didn't cut ahead of time, so we're gonna be cutting it together. So this is our new Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. It is available, so you can purchase it. If you need a new paper trimmer, this is a great one. And I'm just going to at 5.5 inches. And the great thing about this paper trimmer is it is only $25. So that's pretty good for a nice trimmer. And then I just scored it in half. That's what I was doing. So here is our card right now. And then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to cut it at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then I'm going to take that paper. Oh, I don't know if I can cut the back of this. I love this paper so much. I plan to use this, but I don't know if I can do it. It's so hard. Oh, let's see if there's a different pattern in there that I can cut. Do you ever feel like that you just can't cut a piece of paper? Or I just feel like I can't use the back side. I can cut it. I just can't use the back side. It's not as sparkly. Oh, I could use this one maybe. This is really pretty too, but that might match really well. Let's use the side of this. Because these roses I want to cut and die cut. And I just realized I was going to use this flower is the one I hand cut, but we'll use it on this card anyway. Okay, so we're going to cut this at 4 by 3. 4 by 4 inches by 3. And we're going to layer that. So here's this side. You could totally use that side. It looks really pretty. We're going to use the back a little bit more subtle for this one, because that other piece that I hand cut is going to be the star of the show. and we're going to layer this on. I'm going to take my ribbon that is almost gone. I went through a whole bolt, 10 yards already. So let's do that fake bow again. We used it at class, so it wasn't just all me. We definitely loved using this, and I ordered a few more. I have a few more coming, so I can do some more projects with this. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna put this through and just tie my little knot off to the side. This saves you just a little bit of ribbon, and or sometimes like you don't want your bows to go sideways or upside down. Sometimes it's really tricky tying a bow all the way, like wrapping it all the way around. So this is a great way to do it if you are, like bow challenged. So this is a great alternative. So we're gonna stick this down with some dimensionals on each corner. I just like to put them on each corner of the paper. We're gonna take the backs off, and then we are going to stick this on here. Yeah, we're just gonna stick this on here like this. And then I'm going to take this pretty one that I die cut. We're going to stick that on. That's kind of big. We'll use this. Okay. We're going to use this little thing, and we're going to use our words in green. How challenged, Colleen? Sometimes it's hard to tie bows on camera too. So we stamped our little sentiment. I am going to slide that little bow part down a little bit. I'm going to flip this over and add some of these. And then I have one more sweet and simple card to make with this paper for you. Okay, so if you have time, you can stick around and wait. I promise it will be sweet and simple but pretty. So I have one more card to show you. I could just make a ton of cards with this set. So again, this is the one I hand cut out. And I have the bow, and I'm not done. We're going to put the words here. And again, it needs to be popped up with some dimensionals. And then we're going to add some glitter dots. And then at the very end, I will show you all of the projects that we made today. And you can tell me what you like. So that's gonna go there, and we'll grab some of these glitter dots. I'm gonna use some of the really little ones on the ends here, and then add a few more. So there's one. Here is another one. And this Friday, I have a class at my studio, if any of you are near me, and we're going to be using the Sip Sip Hooray stamp set and making some cards. And you can bring, if you like wine, you can bring some wine to drink. I can't serve it to you, but you can bring it to have. And so here is this card. And you can sign up if you want to come to that class at my website as well. Now I have one more card to make with you, okay? And then we will be done. And I'm going to grab cherry cobbler, and I'm going to grab, I had a piece of gold foil right here. So our gold foil comes in 12 by 12 sheets. So, oh, thank you, Crystal. She said this is very pretty. Okay, last card of the night. We're going to open this up, and we're going to score this one at 4 1/4 by 11. we're going to cut it at that. We're going to score it at 5.5. Okay, so here is our card, just like this, kind of like that other one I showed you. Now I pretty much used all of my ribbon, but look at, I cut this piece out with that gold foil too. So maybe we can use that on this card. And I also have another one of those. And I need some pretty paper for the bottom. So maybe we'll use this because I really like how subtle it is. So I'm going to cut this 4x3 and stick this on the bottom. So I have my paper trimmer right here. It's already 3 inches from the other card, so I'm just going to go over to 4 and cut. And then I'm going to take this gold piece and cut it 4 by 1/2 by 1/2 inch. Because I might use it. We'll see. I might not because I have that pretty lattice piece. So go over to the 1/2 inch. Hopefully this stays in place. Awesome. And there we have our pieces. Okay, let's stick this down. So if you like elegant and very pretty things, glamorous, this suite and bundle is for you. I was not going to get it. I thought, oh, I don't need it. And then I started playing with it, the paper and the ribbon, and yep, here I go. I have it. I got it. I couldn't resist. This is really pretty. I want to use this label on this card because I want to use the Merry Christmas because it's really pretty. See, in here it has this really pretty Merry Christmas, and so that is the one I want to use. And it's gonna fit awesome on this label. See how it fits on there, perfect. So I'm just gonna grab my gold ink right here, and I'm gonna take this stamp off, and we're gonna stamp that because remember with this ink it needs a little bit of time to dry. Yes, Karen, it is very classy. Okay, I need to pull this down so I can see it. I'm gonna stamp this totally crooked. Yes, I sometimes can stamp things really crooked and mess it up too. Let's see if I did it right. Oh, not too bad. So I'm cleaning it off now so my ink doesn't get dried on there. Okay, so I had that little piece. Where did it go? Is it under here? Here it is. And I was thinking maybe I would use that instead. Yes, let's definitely use this piece. Isn't that so pretty? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut it in half and like extend it out. So I'm cutting this right in half like that. And on the back, I'm just going to take some mini glue dots and stick that down. I'm glad you like it, Susan. She said that the card design looks beautiful and I'm not even done. So I just put one little glue dot and I'm going to stick this here like that. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And these last two cards I didn't have designed ahead of time, so we're making them together. But I just knew they would, with the coordinating colors and the paper, that it would look really pretty because, like I said, the suite is gorgeous. So I just cut that die in half, the piece of the gold foil. And then look, this is going to cover it up so it doesn't matter that you see that underneath. So we're going to add some dimensionals. And again, this card, super fast also. And definitely add a piece of white to the inside, which I haven't done because the color is really hard to see. So we're gonna put this like, I'm gonna put it up here like this. Okay. And then I have our Merry Christmas right here, and I'm gonna put this label down here like this, again with some of these. I don't do a lot of super fancy things because I just want it to be simple and pretty and cute. But this paper and these embellishments, they make it really fancy without any effort. Put that on right here. And then lastly, I'm gonna grab my newer sheet of dots and I'm going to add a few of these on here. These are just super fun. I'm going to add some little ones down here again. One there and one on the other side. And then I'm going to add another big one down here, I think. Like kind of over here. So here is this card. Okay, let me show you all of the projects I have from tonight. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Maybe try to, anyway. So here's our last card. And then we had this card that we made right before it with the green. And then we made the pizza box that you could put gift card holders or little gifts in it in the gold pizza box. And then I made, where did it go? There's a lot of stuff out right now. The first card with the Stamparatus. I don't even see it. And I had two, oh, I put it up here, safely out of the way. So we made this card. Then I showed you this card. So there are several projects using the Christmas rose, Christmastime is here suite. So if you like it, you can use this host code and purchase it. It also comes, this suite, you can get it. It comes in this box that coordinates. And it has, it's kind of like those Alex and Annie bracelets, and it has a rose, and then that little thing says Stampin' Up. So you can even get a bracelet if you would like with it. And lastly, I want to show you these cute tags I made at my team meeting this week before everybody goes. So let me know if you love this suite, like it, love it, not your style, or totally your style. This is not typically my style, but I knew that it was just really pretty, and I had to have it. So I'd love to hear your feedback on these. And then I wanted to show you again, real quick, what we did at my team meeting. Every month I have a team meeting here in Davison, and I do it on Facebook as well. I have a private Facebook page, and because I have people in my team all over the country, and so not everybody can obviously come to Michigan if they live in Florida or Colorado or Maryland. So we're kind of spread out. Most of us are in Michigan, but we have several all over. So we have this little, these are our clear acetate card boxes. These are in the annual catalog, and I cut, you can't see it very well. It's embossed with the wood like texture. And then this is just printed off the computer. It says tags. So you could give this as a gift to somebody, or it would just hold several Christmas tags. And then we use the different punch bundles in our holiday catalog because we have 5 of them. And all of our bundles, when they first come out, they're 10% off. They're on sale. So it's a really great time to get them because then when they go, if they carry over, then they're not 10% off. So we made this cute little tag with the moose, and it says to and from. And all the designer series paper is our neutrals designer series paper. In the annual catalog, it comes 6x6. So this is the Mary Merlot, and I actually paired it with cherry cobbler. because of the variation there. This is soft suede with the crumb cake. Then we made this cute little tag with the snowman, who is my absolute favorite. And he has the basic gray, and I paired it with Bermuda Bay. And this is with our stitched nested dies, and it opens up like that. So another little fun tag. And then this one is with the pine tree, and it's Mossy Meadow, which is the color we were using today, and some little red rhinestones. And then the ornament, there's the ornament punch pack, and you get this big ornament and a smaller one with the gleaming, Christmas is gleaming, I think. And so here is this Christmas tag. This is Mary Merlot, if I didn't say that. And then lastly, we made this one with Night of Navy and silver and white. And this is with the Every Season stamp set and punch pack. It has like the little mini snowflakes and the bat and the heart, and I'm missing one. Bat, heart, snowflake. I don't know. I can't think of the last one. It comes with 4 punches. 4 little punches are really cute. And so there's that tag. So those we made at my team meeting. So if you love Stampin' Up, if you would love to get a discount, you don't have to have parties and do classes. I mean, you're more than welcome to, but you can definitely still join my team even if you don't want to do that. And we have a lot of fun. We just have fun creating and stamping. And so if you're interested, just let me know. I would love to have you join my team as well. So yeah, if you want to join my team, order any of these fun products, just let me know. Or if you want to come to my card class on Friday or join my card club, you can head over to my website. This is a really long Facebook Live tonight, so I hope you enjoyed the projects, and the products. And I will plan to see you next week. Same time, same place, and there was something I was going to say, and I can't remember. If you're just hopping on, you can watch the replay, or it'll be on YouTube later tonight. Have a great night, everybody. Bye. Thanks for joining me.